This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. This is the third of the three guitars that the lovely chaps at Bax Music sent me from their new range of Fazley guitars. Two new ranges, in fact. You've seen me unbox and review a couple of the Outlaw series guitars, the Coyote Plus and the Coyote Basic, and we're going to unbox this one today. Let's see what's in the box.
Go on, lad, way on.
Right then, so what we have here is a Fazley Sunset Series Tempest guitar, and as you can tell, it is essentially a T-style guitar, a Telecaster copy with a P90 in the neck position. If you look behind me, where are we? There, you can see my Frankenstein Telecaster is pretty much the same recipe. In terms of the spec, I'll put a link once again, not an affiliate link or a sponsored link or anything like that, just a regular old link to the specs for this guitar down in the description. But, you know, it's basically, we've got a basswood body with a roasted maple neck, top loader bridge, and Graphtec Tusk nut. These guitars, as I say, have been sent to me by the people at Bax Music. No money has changed hands. The guitars are here on loan, and I don't get to keep the guitars, and I'm not getting paid for making this video. So all opinions expressed are entirely my own. I say no money has changed hands, but I am keeping the Coyote Plus, the Outlaw Series Coyote Plus, this guitar here, because I really like it. In terms of the spec, this guitar here is sort of somewhere between the two Coyote guitars, in the fact that yes, it has the roasted maple neck, unlike the Coyote Basic, but it doesn't have the through body stringing like the Coyote Plus. So, you know, in terms of price, it's kind of in the middle as well. The Coyote Basic, I think, is £102, and the Coyote Plus is £149. This is £113. So what was it like straight out of the box? Well, it was probably the best setup of all three guitars. Ironically, the one that I'm keeping and paying for, the Coyote Plus, needed the most setup work in terms of truss rod and action. The Coyote Basic needed a little bit of tweaking with the action. You know, it was perfectly okay out of the box, but I just sensed I could get a lower, slinkier action out of it by taking the bridge saddles down, and I did. And you know, they were absolutely no string buzz or rattling or anything like that. This guitar I didn't need to do a single thing to other than tune it straight out of the box, and you know, and it feels really nice. The neck, I suspect this is the same neck as is fitted to the Coyote Plus, because it feels very similar. The feel of this satin finish on this neck here is just absolutely joyous. The guitar that this and the Coyote Plus remind me of most of all in terms of the feel, let me go and grab it, is this guitar. This is my Sire Larry Carlton S7 guitar, which has the same kind of roasted maple neck with a satin finish on the back. This has got the gloss finish on the fretboard, whereas this one doesn't. But in terms of neck profile, it is remarkably similar, even down to the slightly rolled fretboard edges. This does not feel, in terms of the neck, like a guitar that costs less than 120 quid. It just doesn't. It feels much more upmarket than that, you know. So I mean, roasted maple, and a Tusk nut, Graphtec Tusk nut for I think £113. It bears inspection, doesn't it? It's worth checking out if you're into the whole idea of T-style guitars. I will be doing a full review of this guitar where it's excuse me, where it's put into a mix, the usual kind of 2-minute kind of mini classic rock or blues kind of thing that I usually put together with these guitars, so you can hear it in a mix there. But for the moment, I'm just going to have a little bit of a mess around with the looper pedal. I'll turn the camera down so you can see what I'm doing with the controls. As usual, I'm plugged into the classic gain channel on the Marshall DSL-1 combo, just to with the gain maxed out and the volume maxed out, and I just tend to control the amount of dirt in the sound by the guitar's volume control. So I'm just going to get busy with the looper pedal now and have some fun, and let's see what sort of sounds the guitar can make. You get the idea. No surprises for the kind of tones that this guitar kicks out. It feels nice to play. It doesn't, I think this is a result of the top loader bridge, it doesn't feel Telecasterish. It's too forgiving in a way. One of the things people often talk about, does a string through bridge make a difference on a Telecaster tone? I think it does, but not in a direct way, because the string through bridge usually makes the guitar feel a lot stiffer and tighter and makes you kind of dig in a lot more, where this guitar just feels a lot slinkier and not as kind of tense and taut, which for many people is, I guess, a good thing. I do prefer the string through bridge because of the feel that it gives you. It makes you, it kind of tells you that you're playing a Telecaster, but that's not to say that this isn't a good guitar to play, and you've just heard the sounds that it makes there. It sounds like a Telecaster, and that P90 there is doing the job fantastically. It's probably my favourite sound on the guitar. Let's just have another little bit of let's have another kind of chorus of the 12 bar with that. See what I mean? It's got a real kind of woody, vintage tone to it. If I could make kind of my ultimate guitar out of the three that I've got here, the one that I'm keeping, as I said, the Outlaw Coyote Plus, this one. If I could take everything about this guitar and put a P90 like this one in the neck of this, with that kind of hand-rubbed stain finish, which is such a beautiful kind of playing experience on the body. It just feels really woody and tactile. If I could, kind of have a hybrid of this guitar and that guitar with just like the P90 from this guitar and that guitar, I think you would have something rather good. It has to be said. This is a great guitar for £113. I mean, it's just ridiculous. If you like Telecaster style guitars and you like P90s and and let's say it's not going to be your main guitar, you just want something just there for occasional use, then this could well be worth checking out. The one thing that does kind of puzzle me a little bit is this scoop on the back here. Can you see that there? I've noticed many guitar manufacturers are doing this. In fact, I think, hang on, yeah, Sire do it on this guitar here. And you think, oh yeah, that's great. It's great for top fret access, but it doesn't make any difference for top fret access because when that's, in order for that to be kind of making room for your hand to fit there, your hand would be kind of going on at that sort of an angle, which isn't what you're doing when you're going for the top frets. It's kind of there, which is why PRS dish out this part of the kind of cut away like this on. Well, here's a PRS, and you can see, they dish it out on this side rather than on the back there. So it's just a thing that I've noticed many guitar manufacturers tend to do. It's not unattractive looking, but it doesn't really do what people say it does, which is to aid top fret access. And that's just my little one little kind of puzzlement about this guitar, but it's unfair to single this guitar out for that because many guitars do exactly the same thing. So there you go, folks. That is my unboxing and first impressions review of the Fazley Sunset Series Tempest guitar in sky blue finish. Make of it what you will. As I said, there will be a full shakedown of this guitar with all of the usual weights and measures and pickup readings and neck profile and nut width and all of that sort of stuff coming at some point in the next few days. But for now, those are my first impressions. I hope you've enjoyed the video and found it useful and informative in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not give me a like while you're at it. Don't forget, as always, the live stream every Friday 5 PM UK time. We have a beer and we talk music and guitars. Great way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.